Hi, in this video, we will cover the two major question types that appear on the SAT writing section. So let's start. Number one is expression of ideas, and number two is standard English conventions. So, what are expression of ideas? These questions will ask you to improve the effectiveness of communication in a piece of writing, right? So, these questions are not concerned with grammar or their rules. It's more concerned with improving the effectiveness of communication, right? So, even if you look at the question, the word vacated is underlined, right? And if you look at the options, option A is no change, option B is evacuated, option C is departed, and option D is retired. And you have to choose one of these options which will most effectively communicate the basic premise or idea of this passage, right? You don't have to be concerned about grammar and its usage. The second type is standard English conventions. So these questions will ask you to make sentences consistent with standard written English, usage, punctuation, and other conventions and rules. These questions will test your grammar knowledge, so you have to make sure that you have studied all the grammar rules. There are a few things we need to be careful about. So many of the test questions rely on the context of the passage. So you may have to read more than the sentence that corresponds to the question to choose the best answer. Number two, when there are no additional directions or questions, assume you have to choose the option that is most effective or correct. Some passages include one or more tables or graphs or charts that relate to the topic of the passage. A graphic may provide additional support for a point made in the passage. Questions may ask you to use information from the graphics to correct an error in the passage. You'll never have to make corrections to the graph itself. Here's an example. So here is a passage followed by a graph, and then the question is related to both the graph and the passage itself. So I have introduced two major question types in this video, but there are multiple other subtypes within those two types, and those types will be covered extensively in the next few videos with a topic for every particular question type, question subtype. So stay tuned for those videos, and I'll see you there.